Yo, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, so got everything I needed from the store. Feels good out here, man. It ain't too hot, ain't too cold. Feels about as well as you want it to feel on a day that is more or less hot. I don't think it's no more than probably about 78 degrees. It's a nice LA day. But yeah, man, just minding mine, getting mine done. Like I was telling y'all in the last video. Just got through doing my workout and decided to push up out of that room because at the end of the day, I hadn't sweat none in my workout. So let me go out and take care of what needs to be taken care of before I take another shower and then turn around and want to come back out. That's to which I would come home, take another shower, and them showers are not comfortable. See, if the showers were comfortable and they weren't absolutely lukewarm in that room, then that wouldn't be much of a task for me. But given the fact that they are cold, it's like, yeah, you didn't really sweat. Let's get out and limit how much of that uncomfortable nonsense needs to be done, especially since I ain't going nowhere really to interact with really anybody. And so let me just do that and then go back in the house and then shower and then eat, and that can be how my night goes, man. So that's what I was thinking, man. I like to shower every time I come back in the house from a walk, and I like to shower every time I get ready to go back out. So that's a hell of a lot of showers for what it is I try to do today, going in and out of the house. So I said, no. Let's limit that today and move about it this way. So that's what I'm doing. I don't think anybody cares. I don't smell bad or nothing. I smell pretty good. So just moving around, man. Doing what has to be done, limiting all of the chores that would otherwise have to be done tomorrow. All I got to do is pay these people their money, for which I've already secured, and that'll be it. So I'm pleased about how my day is going thus far. I hope you guys are as well. It's a nice Sunday. I've yet to check my fantasy football, for which is going to be done as soon as I get a chance to relax. I will see how my teams are doing and be ready for my family's Bible study at 4:30, for which it is now 1:04. So I am on schedule for everything I wanted to do. And I hope everybody's enjoying the content. Hope you guys are encouraged by my video talking about working out. I'm sure I've talked about working out many times, but kind of got into a little bit of a in-depth description of what it is I just got through doing, and how for my age, I think it's kind of weird that I'm able to do what I just did working out. So that's what that last video was about. But yeah, man, this is one of those days where I feel blessed. I ain't been particularly thinking too much about anything that stressed me out for the first time in a long time, honestly. And that's what it is about. You know, I woke up this morning asking the Lord to orchestrate my day. I guess that's what I can say. I woke up sad again. That's to which I knew exactly how to handle it. And I asked the Lord to work some things out for me mentally. And I went throughout the course of my day and realized just now that I hadn't been thinking about none of those things. And that's exactly how God works. As I've told y'all several times, that's exactly how it works. Maybe you feel sad after you finish that prayer, but you're going to be distracted away from whatever it is that's on your mind after you get into that meditation. Tell him all that you want to tell him. He'll tell you how to handle it. You'll look up and you will have forgotten about what it was that you were bothered about. And so that's what I can tell you happened this morning. Woke up about 6:30, unhappy about some things. Prayed about them for about an hour. I meditated for about a good hour. I've actually forgot I did that. That's how beautiful this whole thing went. And then proceeded to start my day and started talking about the Lakers, watching Laker content on us winning that in-season tournament, which I'm still kind of reeling off of, to be honest with you. Definitely made my night feel good. And I'm not a huge baseball guy, but I know we got Ohtani on a $700 million contract, so that was kind of good for the city and just the overall energy here. So, you know, just moving in a direction that kind of pulled me away from all that stuff that I was waking up out of my dream trying to put me on the bad side of the bed about. None of that really played itself out in any way that lingered past me getting out of bed this morning. And so that's what I want to tell y'all, man. The enemy's trying to work double time to make things uncomfortable. And God will work even harder to pull you back in. And, you know, I look at it like you know, when those juicer things that it extracts all of the contents that you don't need from your juice. You know, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it'll grate out all the contents from the fruit and leave you with only juice. That's kind of what the Lord will do for certain feelings that you have. He'll leave you with only what you need from those feelings or those circumstances, and the rest He will filter out and let go of Himself. And you'll look up and He will have done exactly that. The sky looks nice today. Figured I'd show y'all what I'm looking at. I don't know if those are chemtrails. I never know exactly what Elon and them are doing every day, what NASA's up to, but this is what the sky looks like in North Hollywood right now. Rather pretty. And at 1 p.m. on a Sunday in December. I know a lot of y'all probably, depending on what time of year you're watching this, if it's around this time of year, it's probably snowing where you're at. Or it might be getting ready to be snowing. What is it? December 10th? So it should be snowing in a lot of parts of the country. But I tell you, man, I feel very fortunate to be in Los Angeles. For all the things that are wrong with this place, weather, not particularly one of them. And I'm in the valley. The valley ain't the greatest place for weather in Los Angeles. It's usually hotter over here or colder over here than you would otherwise find in a Hollywood or in the Wilshire district and all that. But I'm telling you, I feel very spoiled to be here, man. To have been raised here all my life. It's a spoiled thing, man. You can't hate being from here, but you can sure hate leaving here and having to deal with other people's weather. That's for damn sure. I will say that. It's one of the reasons why I never wanted to leave this place, even though it's not always been the greatest for me. Look. And so that's what I want to tell y'all. You know, me and my friend T have talked about how this place can rock you to sleep, man. And you find yourself needing to do a lot. If you're not self-motivated here, you can find yourself relaxing to the beat of the pace out here. And even though everybody's trying to chase something, a lot of people are self-motivated. People come from other places with a lot of talent, a lot of drive. But a lot of people who are from here, it's easy to get relaxed. Having this weather day in and day out your entire life, it's easy. As to where maybe if you grew up somewhere where it's cold, Philadelphia and San Francisco and certain places where it's really freezing, you're going to be moving a different way. Chicago, you know, the vibes out in those places, it's not like summertime all year long like it is in this place. We don't even really get seasons out here. We more so just have certain days where the weather don't make any sense. That's really how that goes. But seasons, like regular, nah. It's usually something like this. A good 200 days out of the year, it's probably like this or more. I think more than 200 days out of the year, it's like this. So, just a very, very spoiled person I am. Privileged person to have most of my memories of weather like this. You know, good most. For good days, bad days, you come outside and you can just walk around in the t-shirt and not feel crazier for it. Ain't no more than 72, ain't no less than 80 most days. So yeah, I'm thankful to be here. Thankful to be from here. And only want to visit other places. This is kind of where I want to be if I have any choice. If I have any choice. Certain parts of this place, and since it's so big, you can leave one side of the city, go to the other, and feel like you left the state. It's like I feel like I've done North Hollywood versus Lenox. Ain't nothing like they're not alike. They're not alike at all. You know? And so that's another thing. Not certain people have never left that block in this place. They don't even know what's going on 3 streets over. You know, that's a normal thing in LA too. But you know, one thing about North Hollywood is that the gangs are starting to really pick up over here. That part is for real. That is real. We seeing more and more people hitting up sides of buildings and stuff like that. Hear more and more gunshots over here than I did when I first got over here. It just seems like it's gotten hotter over here. In regards to these streets, people can tell I'm minding my business. I don't think I give off any energy that welcomes that type of stuff. I think most of the gangs over here are Hispanic gangs, to be honest with you. I ain't seen too many black gangs over here at all. So they trying to just leave me alone, man. But I'm telling you, it's gotten hotter over here. In that way, a lot hotter over the past 2 months since I started being here versus where we are now. Yeah, North Hollywood's picking up in that way. But yeah, man, I got another one of them red ant bites on my arm. Remember I was telling y'all about those? Showing y'all those about 2 months ago. I had 3 on my ankle and 1 on my arm. Well, I got 1 on my arm right now. That thing has been itching literally for 4 days straight. I don't know what the hell type of red ant does that, or if that's normal, but 4 days straight this thing has been itching, man. And it itches right now. It just flares up. It doesn't even make any sense, to be honest with you. Some parts of the day it don't itch, other parts of the day it itches like hell. And right now it's itching. No ointment works. You put on anti-itch cream, it does nothing for it. Nothing at all. It's like it flares up in the sunlight or something. I have no idea, man. But that's another part of being in places where it's like the valley and stuff like that. You got to deal with different types of insects. They do all types of weird stuff to your body, man, when they bite you. Never have I dealt with nothing like what I dealt with this thing, though. This one and the other 4 that I had that I was telling y'all about. This stuff itched for days, but this one's lasting longer than the other 2 itches. The other ones did. Those only last for about 3 days. This is day 4 or day 5 of this itching. Maybe day 5. Like, damn. So that's really part of the downside of being in the valley. I ain't dealt with nothing like this in Hollywood or Lenox. Never that. So yeah, man, just babbling. Ain't talking about nothing. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day or night or whenever you're watching this. It's a good day to be alive, that's for sure. I'm thankful for all my blessings. Thankful I'm not in a bad mood in any way. Thankful I have somewhere to lay my head. Y'all seen me go through bad days. Y'all know exactly what that looks like. This ain't that at all. I would love to be in a better financial position, but I also understand that the Lord is working out, making me a better human being while in this position. And I'm keeping up, taking care of myself in ways that can open the door for me to be in even better mindsets and better financial positions later. Taking care of myself so that I can live a little longer and maybe have a family later in life than what would expect to. So I'd like to think I'm on the path to living to seeing 100, to be honest with you. I like to think that. Granted, an accident can happen to anybody. You know, these streets can happen to anybody, but as long as I'm taking care of myself, I should be able to survive most of what it is that would otherwise come my way if none of that stuff does happen. And that's what I'm hopeful for, man. Cancer can happen to anybody. Lord knows I know that. Lupus and all different types of things can happen to anybody, but you lessen the chance of these things happening by taking care of yourself. What goes into your body, how much you put your body through in exercise and stretching, how much stress you allow into your life, and how close you are to the Most High, of whom does exist, and appealing to Him by trying to be the best human being you can be. I think it really goes a long way if you let all those things come together in conjunction, and go a long way in keeping you around, I think, or letting you be at peace with whatever it is that has to happen in your life. So that's what I'm trying to do. Stay at peace. I think I asked the Lord for ample amounts of peace this morning while I was in the shower. It was one of the things I prayed about. It's peace for those who don't have it, and peace for myself as I continue to try to establish who it is that I am in this era of my life, maturity and various different things that I'm trying to hold on to that makes me who I am, you know. Dignity, like we were speaking about yesterday, and just overall being somebody that you like when you look in the mirror, somebody you can live with when you look in the mirror. So that's what it's all about, man. not being so much reactionary to what's going on, but more so initiating goodness within yourself and then letting that exude out of you regardless of what others are doing to you or around you or whoever's not around or whatever the case may be, to become more dependent on God and your ethics rather than other people and what they do affecting that. So that's what I'm here to tell you. I'm working on being a better me and to choose a better way of living than what I was been engaging in all my life, basically. How I perceive certain things, how sad I would be, how I would stay sad, staying away from the Lord, letting my mind go toward the enemy's traps, without any concern for whether or not I should question whether or not it's good for me. All of that stuff I'm trying to work out of my life, man, completely. And discipline myself no different than I discipline my conditioning for these workouts. Meditating in the morning before grabbing my phone. It's no different than brushing my teeth, no different than doing these squats. It's just about what maintains the life and the consistency that makes me the man I want to be. And the results that come from that, I don't get worried about that too much. I was raised on Kobe Bryant. You love the journey. You don't count on the results. The results will come, but the journey in becoming disciplined is what you can control. You get hung up on the results, you're going to wake up one day, not feel like your best, not look the way you're supposed to look, and then not work on what it is you're supposed to be working on to get there. The only thing that matters is the work. And that's what I've come to know. And so that's why I'm asking the Lord to help me grow in that area as well, to continue to get better there. See how far I've come from when I was 20 years old, 21 years old. And I look at where I'm at, and I understand I can go a lot further from here and be pleased with that. So that's when I'm encouraging everybody to take this example and move in that direction for yourself. Do what will make you better from moment to moment. Even if you have to break it down into 3 hours intervals. Meditate for 3 hours, or rather ask the Lord to be there for you for the next 3 hours as you meditate for 5 minutes. But don't have to tackle the day or whatever is in front of you in massive intervals. You can attack it in very small sequences that ultimately condition you over time to be taking on mountains at a time. So that's really what I have to say, man. I'm back at the hotel. Hopefully we can get me out of here soon, man. But while I'm here, I hope to do the Lord's work. Whatever it is He wants me to learn, continue to structure me in the direction that I rely upon Him more, strengthen my mind, body, and just overall maturity to get to where I'm ultimately going. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDF 44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.